Hello there, I'm Paul Davis, editor of Professional Builders Merchant magazine and website, and we're here to get a little more market insight from some of the sector's leading brands. And today, I'm joined by Dan Wild from Instantor.
Paul, many thanks for the invite today. I'm Dan Wild, Sales Director for Instantor UK. I'm looking forward to having a chat about Instantor's long history in Ireland and its recent launch into the UK market.
So Dan, you mentioned Instantor's heritage in Ireland, and we know that the business made its UK debut last year, but could you just give us a bit more of an overview of the company and its history?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a long history. Next year's our centenary, having been founded in 1926, and we've had a long successful career in Republic of Ireland, where we're market leaders across all types of press technology. In fact, most people won't realise this, but we manufactured the first compression fitting. Since then, we've grown into a large group, a multinational group, 18 brands within the organisation, 15 warehouse facilities. We have something like 40,000 product SKUs we sell to over 7,000 customers.
We know that you're very well established in Ireland, but what has been the sort of the setup and support structure that you've had to put in place over here?
It's been quite a year, really. When you consider June 2024, there was nobody in GB. So I was the first recruitment, and now we've already recruited 3 more people in the UK. We're looking at 2 more heads, we think, this year. We fully expect to have 2 more.
And that's covering all regions?
That will give us proper national coverage now. In time, the team will grow and grow and grow. We've also had to put in the support structure to get that to support our customers and the sales team's efforts, because obviously there's no point being out there generating demand if you don't have the product to supply it.
And so in terms of stock holding on the ground?
As of February, we went live at our warehouse facility in Doncaster. Right. We're carrying in excess of 6 months of product, and that's not 6 months of today's sales. That's 6 months of where we predict we'll be at the end of next year. Okay. So it's a major investment. But I thought the last thing we as a business can do is go out, speak to potential merchants, want to build a relationship with them, then immediately let them down.
One key question that I'd have is, given the history and background to the business, why has it made the move to the UK market now, especially given the current conditions?
It's a great question. I mean, you could say, why have you waited 99 years? I guess ultimately the UK market has been using copper press fittings for quite some time, but installers now are moving more and more towards MLCP press fittings. Okay. And so when you look at those factors combined, our product range is perfect for the UK. Right. And so that's why we've said now is the time to introduce the installers and the merchants to Instantor's products. You
mentioned that the business has got quite a broad range of products. Could you just go into a bit more detail about some of the products and services that you've got on offer for UK merchants and installers?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't want to go through the whole inch-long catalogue because we're here all day. I mean, our core ranges are based around press technology, copper and MLCP and the tooling. On top of that, we have our Tuxon brand of pumps, which is our sister brand. The one that excited me about this business is the range is continually evolving. We run a lot of workshops with installers and with merchants to listen to them, see what they feel is missing from the market, which way the market trends are evolving, and we are very, very quick to develop new products and bring them to market, and I think that's particularly exciting for me as a member of the Instantor team.
You've got sort of in-house R&D and product development?
We've got in-house R&D, and we have absolute state-of-the-art world-class testing facility which tests beyond the Kiwa standards.
And so anything particularly new coming down the pipeline?
There's a few bits. I can't give you too many details right now, but I'm sure a lot of people will come to our standard installer this year in June. Yep. We've got an innovation hub there where we've got 5 major product launches and at least 2 more major product launches later this year.
What's the feedback been like so far from the market?
Overwhelmingly positive, thankfully. And we've actively sought out feedback from them. We've run workshops, we've run training sessions, interaction through social media, because ultimately the installer's the most important person to us. So we need to listen to them. They do feel that we're listening to them. One of the first things they said when we discussed our entrance into the market, the feedback we got from installers was, great, you would say that, but what we need is we need to know that you trust your product and you'll stand by it.
Yeah.
So we extended the warranties on many of our products from 25 years to 50 years. One thing, it tells them we listen to them.
Yeah.
And two, it shows them just how sure we are of our product. But we're not taking it for granted. We're not saying, the feedback's been great so far, so it always will be. We intend to run a lot of workshops and get really nurture our relationships with them to get that interaction, to make sure that we continue to listen and evolve.
How have you approached the merchant sector specifically, and what can you offer stockists in terms of branch support, training?
They're not just vital. We don't exist without merchants. They are our route to market. So first things were, we've talked to them, we've engaged with a lot of them. We're an experienced sales team, so we know the people, and we know their concerns. They know bringing on any new supplier through their onboarding process. They want to know, do you have stock? Is the product any good? Are the warranties right? Do you have a sales team? Will you do the training? And what's the commercials like?
Sure.
We've listened, right? We have listened, and we have gone through this. And they can be absolutely assured that every one of those boxes is ticked.
Are you speaking with the buying groups?
Yeah, early doors, one of the first things we did was register with NMBS and go through their onboarding process, which meant uploading all of our data onto their system. So that's done. We're at quite advanced stages now with two of the other national buying groups, and we're expecting to be confirmed suppliers to them very shortly. With other merchants, we're now coded and available through a network of over 1,000 branches.
Okay.
Yeah, we were about 3 or 4 June last year. So
literally
it's
3 or 4.
Yeah, so it's pretty decent progress, I would say.
So we're talking about training in branch for both for merchant staff and their customers. We talked briefly before about the mobile training academy. So is there any more you can say about that?
It's very busy and it's been very well received. We're aiming and we're running up to at least 200 training events with it this year, mainly based around the merchants. Car parks, yeah. So we're going back to the old-fashioned, breakfast morning type event, and we're available there for hours. So customers just drop in when a trade counter gets quiet. We invite the trade counter staff into the demo van and train those. And we'll train them on press technology. We can talk to them about pumps, any products in our range. And those that stay on for a little bit longer, we can actually do the certified press fitting training.
Right.
And shortly after then, we issue them a driving licence with a photo on that's valid for 5 years. And it's something I think a lot of installers now are encouraging with their subcontractors to just make sure that people on site are trained to install what they're installing.
In terms of the mobile training academy, what's actually on the van itself? What are people going to find when they get on board?
We spent a huge amount of time designing it. It's a mobile training academy. It feels like a workshop. Okay. So there are workbenches at each side. We have press tools there, fully charged, and we're actually training people not from PowerPoint, not from a catalogue. It's hands-on, and everyone gets a chance to use the press tool, prepare a press fitting.
Dan, thanks ever so much for taking the time to come and talk to us. There's lots going on, lots has already happened, lots still to come, I believe. So thank you very much.
Thanks for the invite. I've enjoyed it. Hope you have, and I hope those that tune in enjoy listening and learn a little bit from it. I think some people won't even know who we are. Some people will think we're the new boys on the block. We've worked as a business 99 years, but in the UK a year. Spent a lot of time focusing on building our team, getting our training offering right, getting logistics right, stocks right, products, and I guess perhaps you'd argue most importantly, the commercials right for the merchants. I'm inviting merchants to engage with us. Come and have a chat. Come to us at Installer. Let's reach out, and hopefully that could be the start of a great relationship.
We hope you enjoyed the video. For more information on the Instantor range and its support services for merchants, click the link below. We'll see you on the next one.